would like to welcome you all, you guys up there in Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe. I know, Gloria, you're listening. In the Horn of Africa. Not forgetting my mountain kingdoms, Eswatini. I know, Nomalungelo, you are listening, my baby girl. I know you're listening. And not forgetting Dipopi, Lesotho, Mountain Kingdom. We love you all. We are live on YouTube. You can get us on. We are on TikTok. We are on TikTok. We are on YouTube. You can get us on our www.com, panafrica.com. This is Rising Above the Storm. This is a show about we are all about motivation and inspiration. The program is Rising Above the Storm. It is based on a book called Rise Above the Storm. This book, you can get it from Amazon, Kindle Smartwords, Take a Lot from Book Dealers of Rivonia. Profound Books, they are in 1 College Drive in BRENDA. Lifestyle book in Maponya Mall. At the Kingdom of Eswatini, you get it from Puswan Paradise Bookshop in Matsapa, Puswan Bookshops in Mbabane Checkers, Swazi Candles, and in Malkans. And remember, if you want your copy, you can also, Pep will give it to you. Just give me a shout. You can get us on 062 188 0536. You can send us an SMS. We'd like to hear from you. I've got another amazing show. I've got my lovely guest. This is the author of Alive by Grace. This is by Lindiwe Kunene. My beautiful lady, my beautiful guest, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you for welcoming me and inviting me to your show.
Within the pain that we go through, the disappointment that we go through. She's also a poet, can you imagine? And a fashion designer, that I can attest, she's looking sassy. And in pursuit of being a saxophonist. Can you imagine? Lady. So let's go back to your, here you are, let's go back to, here you are, you've got this high school sweetheart. You fall in love, you're at school, you love this guy, you love each other, you go to matric, he leaves the school, and then what happens?
Okay, hello, Pan-African listeners.
Pan-Africa Connect, yes.
Pan-Africa Connect.
Yes.
I greet you, and I thank you for the opportunity of listening to my story. Yes, after matric, I think by then we were serious in a relationship because I met him when I was doing grade 11 now. Then it was standard 9 in our times.
Yes.
Yes, I think our parents had met already after matric, and yeah, we were planning to get married at that time.
Wow.
Yes. And then yeah, all the processes were done.
Straight after matric, your parents really wanted to get rid of you.
You know, in those days, children used to get married early.
I'm sure, yeah, I think they wanted your security as a woman, as a young girl.
Yes. So, well, not immediately after, but the commitment of marriage. Yes, because I had a baby then. I had a baby after matric. So, obviously, in our culture, you know, if you have a baby, there must be something serious. Yeah. And then we got married, I think, after 2 years after matric.
But now, sorry, you said you were trying to abstain from sexual activities until you get married. What happened?
I write in the book that he tricked me. He told me, okay, because now I knew that he was not playing. He was
Yes.
serious.
Mm-hmm.
And our parents met, and he committed to my parents.
Oh.
And yeah, they came to, so we
So whatever happens after that is
Yeah.
fine.
But I was not planning to have children then.
Yes.
So he tricked me and said he's taking contraceptives. Yeah, so yeah, then I had a baby.
Okay. Straight after matric.
Yeah.
Your baby girl, was it
Yes.
your girl? Your-
My firstborn, yeah.
Oh,
I've got
that's
4
nice.
girls. Yes.
And then, when did you move in with him?
Immediately after the wedding, we
After the baby, there was a wedding.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. After the baby, there was a wedding, and then we stayed at her home in the back rooms. Yes, that's where we stayed.
Was he working?
Yes, he was working.
Taking care of you and the baby?
Yes.
All was nice, honeymoon.
You know what? I don't want to lie. There is a part that I enjoyed.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Especially in
There is a part.
the beginning.
Yeah.
You need to be happy.
Yes, yes. Especially, I mean, for me, he ticked all the boxes.
Yeah, of happiness.
As a child, what I knew then,
Yes.
he ticked all the boxes, and I liked that he also respected my values. And obvious, when your parents are happy and seeing the commitment, I'm happy too.
Yes, yes,
Because
yes.
I also wanted to get married.
Yes.
Yes. So I was happy.
And parents know better.
Yes, parents know better. Even though they, as parents afterwards, they told me, they saw. But because there's a baby and I was crazy. I was very much in love.
Yes,
So
yes.
nothing was going
Nothing was
into my
going to
ears.
go in. That is
Yes.
negative.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was very positive and focused on what I was starting.
Yes.
A family. Yeah.
And it was honeymoon.
Honeymoon, yeah, very short,
But
there was. I don't want to lie. There is a part that I enjoyed.
you stayed together for at the back room at his home.
No, we didn't stay there for too long.
You moved
While
out.
we were staying there, he applied for a bond, and then we moved to our own house.
That's beautiful.
Yes. So you see, everything.
Everything. I mean, everything. It went accordingly.
Yes, accordingly. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and he was working. I was working.
That's beautiful.
After a few years, he bought a car.
Wow.
And after a few years, he bought me a car.
Wow.
Taught me how to drive. So
So
yeah.
from the back room to your own house.
Yes.
With your
And
baby.
a new house.
And a brand
They
new house.
built
Wow.
our house. Yeah,
This
back
guy was
then,
focused.
He
Eh?
was. Yes.
Okay, then your first child, and then how long did you take to have your second child?
Quickly after that.
You were working.
After 2 years. Yeah.
After 2 years. Still, you are in the still honeymoon stage. Oh, there no problems.
Okay. There were challenges.
There and there,
There and there,
obviously,
yes.
But they were manageable.
Yeah, they were manageable. Of course, after 1 year to 2 years, that's when things started being serious now. I saw that, what's happening? I started seeing him that he was cheating, and he...
After how long have you, of having moved out in your home?
Yeah, because what was happening, I remember he used to make sure he goes to his parents' house every day. When he knocks
Why?
off, he starts there before he comes.
Every day?
Later on, I found out that he had a girlfriend around the area. So that's why he had to go. We had to check.
So it was a daily thing?
Yeah.
Nema?
Yeah.
So
I
he was not
remember
going to
I
his
had
home. He was going
first-
to the girlfriend.
Yeah. No, the girlfriend was staying
Next door.
very close. Yeah. So
So you mean to tell me that even the
then-
family, I'm sure they knew that girl.
I'm sure they knew because when I was staying there, that girlfriend used to take my daughter to crèche.
Who?
The girlfriend.
How? You didn't know.
I knew who was taking the.
Yeah, but you didn't know.
I
who's the
didn't
one.
know there was a relationship.
Oh, okay.
Mm. Mm.
So
And then while now we were at home in our house, I remember my first incident where I saw that no, this is not okay. My sister was getting married, and then he refused that I must go home and support my sister.
how many kids were you having then? Two.
Yes.
You can't go to your sister's wedding.
Yes.
What has changed? What has changed?
I don't know. He was just. He didn't want me to go to my family after getting married. So it started showing then when I was asking permission to
Just for this wedding. Actually, you were supposed to go as a couple.
yes.
Because this is a
It's
family
couple,
matter.
yes.
It's a couple.
family
It's a family matter.
Yes.
There's something happening
Yes.
at his in-laws.
Yes.
Let's call my wife.
He must come, but I had to go alone. And then when I came back, there was trouble.
So he's refusing you to go
Yeah.
to a wedding, your sister's wedding.
Yes.
So you decided, no, oh hell no, I'll also do the same.
No.
thing.
Yeah, I persuaded him until he said yes, but when I
But-
came back, then we started fighting about that.
Started fighting.
He was not happy.
You were gone for how many days? 2 days.
I had to be there because it was far.
Okay, so you had to go and stay there for a
Stayed
couple
there
of
for
days.
a couple of
A
days.
weekend.
Because I must be there
Yeah.
with the preparations
Yeah.
and
This is your sister
yes,
we're
this
talking
is my
about.
sister and I'm going.
It's not a friend.
Yes. So when I came back, I found the house locked.
Oh my
The keys
goodness.
were changed. So I
What?
couldn't access the house. Luckily, I was not alone. My father accompanied me.
But because you told me that I came here by bulldozing this guy, he was refusing. Oh my goodness.
So when we came back,
So you arrive with Daddy.
yeah,
You find the locks changed.
I have a key, but I can't
Oh gosh.
open.
Yeah, some men.
Yeah. And then, okay, I forgot, before that, before we moved, at work, we had stopped taking and we had to work late on a weekend. And then I asked him to come and fetch me. I was using a train for commuting. And then I asked him to come and fetch me after. Okay.
Yes.
I asked him to come and fetch me
After the stop taking.
Yes.
Yes, because normally it finishes at night.
at night.
Yes.
So I came, I think at the station it was after 10 to 11.
And he had agreed to come pick you up.
Yes, I've been reminding him the whole week. And then when
And he was
in the
agreeing.
morning, when I left again, I reminded him. He said yes. When I arrived at the station, he's not there.
Jesus Christ.
And then I was like, okay, I can't wait for him. I don't know what's happening. I took a taxi, and then when I arrived on the street where we are staying,
Yes.
his home. When I got off the taxi at the corner there, I see him waiting for me at the gate. And then I came closer. When I was very close to him now, he started throwing me with stones.
How about you?
Like, okay,
Why?
what's happening now? I asked him, why are you doing this? He was angry. Why am I coming this late? Like, I asked you, I told you I'll be coming late today because of
Yes.
stop taking.
I've been taking you the
So
whole week.
it means all the time when I was talking to him, he was not
You're not
listening.
listening.
So I was angry and I said, no, I'm going to report to the elders. When I wanted to go and report him, he stopped me. He said, no, he's sorry, he won't do it again.
So you went inside the house.
So we went to our room. I didn't report to the elders. So when now I wanted to go to my sister, it was the second incident
yeah.
where I saw this, how things are going. I don't understand. Yeah.
You come with daddy. This is so disrespectful.
Very.
And
My
then
father was very disappointed.
And then what
But
happened?
I know that he was just holding himself.
Exactly.
But he asked him, we waited for him until he comes back from work, and then
They are sitting outside.
Outside. And then I don't know what he said to my father why he changed the keys, but he made it look like there's no problem.
Yeah, maybe he lost his key.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah. So we came inside, and then my father, obviously, he left. He didn't sleep.
Oh,
He left.
He wanted him to see that you were exactly
Yes,
from home.
Yes, that's why he brought me.
How was the communication? Because I can see this guy was just talking and talking and talking. You cannot disagree with anything.
Oh, you know that one. Yeah, when there's a conflict, he was the one who was talking more. You can't say no, you can't say you are wrong, you can't say why are you saying whatever you are saying. You can't
even say sometimes or no.
Yeah, sometimes even when you say sorry, it's wrong. You keep
it's wrong.
It's wrong. So you end up not knowing what to say and how to behave.
How was he with the children?
With the children, he obviously was a different person, and he was trying by all means to spoil them. And especially after there was a conflict, he would make sure he takes them out and spoil them, Yeah.
So they don't see anything.
Say that they don't see anything, but children can see. You can't hide.
Sense it.
Yes, they can sense everything. So and when they were growing up, they started questioning him. Why are you doing this to mom?
And
he didn't like it. He ended up saying, I'm the one who's telling them, teaching them.
And I can see children when they ask you, they want an answer, and then what will he say?
He will just, you can say anything to children. You will just cover it. Yeah, and then take them for sweets.
For sweets, for ice cream.
Yeah.
Then they forget, and that's it.
They forget.
Sure. At that point, did you ever think of how were you maybe 5 years in the marriage? How was it? How many kids were you having? 5 years in the marriage.
5 years. I only 2.
Oh, there were still 2.
Yeah, there were still 2. I think the third one I gave birth after, by the 6th year. Yeah, 6th year. Yeah.
When you were doing these fights, how was he in the bedroom? Was he like remorseful?
As women, it's not easy to be intimate in the bedroom.
Yeah, very. Yes, so, always.
So I would communicate that to him, but the trend was he wants it, and you can't say no. Yeah. And you must do it. Yeah.
Yeah, women are raised like that, actually.
Yeah. So for me, in my marriage, there was not a day where I would say no. And he would listen. Otherwise, it's a fight.
And it was mostly when we are crying.
Yeah, it's that time when you are not happy.
Yes.
That's when you must do it. And
Shame.
yeah, such that other people would share that they stay maybe a month or two without doing nothing in the bedroom.
Yes.
I never experienced that.
Oh gosh.
So
There were
it
times
was-
where you were you enjoying sometimes.
No ways, you can't
Oh, gosh.
enjoy. You
So
can't-
you were raped like
Yeah,
daily,
yeah,
sort of.
yeah.
Do you think this guy loved you? What was your heart saying?
In the beginning, I believed he loved me. But
What was the beginning? Was it when you were still living at home with the at the
in the
back
beginning,
backyard?
when he was still proposing and we were dating.
Okay, in the marriage.
Okay, in marriage, I saw, no, it was obsession now. He was, I think he had to keep his position as a father. And for me, he was a Zulu man.
Mm-hmm.
And how Zulus, not all of them,
Yeah.
How
Not all
they
of them, but
treat-
yes.
they are women. So how he was treating me, I could see that happening in other women as well. So how they speak, how they believe a woman is to them and to the family. So I knew why he was acting like that, how he was treating me like that.
Because he had all the
Because,
power.
yeah, he had all the power and his belief allows him.
Yeah. And you can't report that. I mean, he's the head of the family.
Well, I tried to report.
The mother was there. Did he have a mother?
The mother passed on very early.
Into your marriage?
2 years of our marriage.
The drama was not yet there.
And
Like,
it was not.
it was still
It
rosy.
was still
A bit rosy, yeah.
Nyana.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, man. This guy was angry. From my reading this book, this guy was angry.
Yeah.
I see this guy not being angry. Maybe he was still okay.
Yeah. when
Into
he
the
was
marriage,
still
he came in there angry. It's
Angry.
like someone was putting a machine gun to him. Go to you, and you are going to go. You have to get married. That's how I saw in this book.
Yeah. Okay.
He was not a happy person. You look so sweet. How was he making you love him? Because this guy was angry.
Yeah. I agree. And with time, the Holy Spirit told me that he's doing this, he's treating you like this, he's behaving like this because of his upbringing.
So when you have to suffer for that.
Yeah, unfortunately, people had others. And the
Yes.
first person to suffer if they have partners is the partner, then the children. The others will experience it not like the immediate family.
Because there was a time he said to you, if you leave me, angeke uphile la uzophila ezintabeni. It says you won't live on this earth, you'll be up in heaven.
Yes.
So those threats,
I being pillar now my threats.
so he was putting even fear on you that I can't leave this man.
I can't
If I live there, I'll die and leave my
tried.
children.
I tried, but he will always come forcefully. Or with my parents, he will say sorry, and show remorse and recommit. He won't do it again. But when we go back home,
The two of you now
the
with
two
your kids.
of us, he will tell me the way. If I go back and report, he would
They will kill you.
kill me or kill them or whoever that he chooses.
Was he a good father, like providing food, groceries, school fees for the children? Was he a good provider?
Well, I would say he was providing, but not 100%. And because I was working, I think I didn't mind to help
Yeah, we
to
always
fix the
do. Yeah,
gaps.
we help each other.
Yeah, I, that one did not affect me up until I saw that at some stage he wanted my money.
Earning good.
Yes, he was earning well.
Did he give you money to spend for the house?
For the house.
Yeah, for the kids. I mean, you're the one who's supposed to do the shopping,
Yeah.
the groceries.
Okay. Groceries, we used to do it together
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning. We go together, we buy groceries.
Yes, it was nice.
Yes. Okay, with clothes, you know, mom, as women, we like planning, ne? Yeah,
Yes,
when winter
yes.
comes, we already plan for summer.
Yeah.
So I was like that. So I think he didn't worry about everything in the house. Not unless maybe I would say, we need to buy this, we need to buy that.
Mm-hmm.
Even finishing the house, I think we were helping each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I also wanted to.
I mean, you don't have to look
Yeah,
nice. You're a lady here.
And my house must be okay. So I was contributing a lot, and I didn't mind if he can't.
Yes, it's for us
Yeah, it's
and
for
our
us.
kids. And there's somewhere where you said he used to give me money, but I was not supposed to touch it without his permission.
Yes.
Why
When
was
he
he
gives
giving
me like cash,
Yes,
uh,
I'm giving you this cash to use, mommy. And
yeah,
then
yeah, he'll say, okay, hold this money. Okay, I hold the money, and then I keep it. I wait for him to tell me what to do with the money. I see how he is.
yes,
And
you need meat,
yeah.
so you can't. This money that he gave you, can you go?
I
to
tried a
shop?
few times.
Mhm.
Let's say he's not in the house.
Yes,
and I
and
have to cook,
Yes,
and something is short in the fridge.
yes.
I decide to go and buy.
Mm-hmm.
When he comes back, I tell him I used some money
To cook our food.
To cook our food and dish out for you.
Yes.
When you come, there's food.
Yes.
I used to fight. Why did I take the money without his permission? Okay, there was no food, children didn't have, and I had to cook, because when you come, you will complain if there's no food.
Oh,
And there's money. And then, because he complains, then I will not use the money, and there's no food.
Yeah, we wait for him for approval.
I wait for him to come back and tell him,
My lady, you are not winning. You are not winning here. There's money, there's no food. You take the money, buy the food, you're in trouble.
in trouble.
There's money, there's no food, wait for him to ask from him.
Yeah,
You're in trouble. Why didn't you go and
Yes.
buy? Because now I need
Yes.
food. I need
Yes,
food.
there's no food.
Hi guys.
Now you look like a woman who's not thinking.
You're crazy. Man.
Yeah.
This man was driving you up the wall.
Yeah.
This man was driving you to insanity.
Mm.
Hi guys, man. This is
Mm.
men. Some men out there, guys. This is painful, man, lady.
Earlier on, you asked me about communication. How was this communication? And you seemed to think he was talking a lot.
Lindy, I've just received a message here that says the lady's story is almost like mine. Horrible, abusive marriage where I was raped every day by my ex-husband. My goodness, my dearest. This is so sad. I would like you to come. We need to have a discussion, yeah?
Yes, yes.
She must reach out. You need to come through, sis.
Yes.
I'm so sorry,
So
man.
when he speaks, when he's talking, I'm telling you, he wouldn't sleep until when he's done and he's tired.
When he's done talking.
Yes.
You
and
go
he's
to bed.
tired, then he will sleep. And when you check the time, it's already AMs.
Oh my goodness, Lindy.
Yes. I remember there were times where, let's say, I would make as if I'm going to the toilet. I would try and insert cotton
Yeah,
so that
block your ears.
yeah, block the ears because I'm tired. Sometimes I'm
You just
tired
want to
of
doze.
listening.
You want
I
to
want to
sleep.
sleep. I can't sleep.
Okay, when you doze off, because you can't control sleep. He'll
Yeah.
wake you up.
We are delayed.
Oh,
Yes.
if
Yes. Then you don't respect him.
Oh my goodness. Haibo. Sure, my lady. And then your parents were always intervening.
Yeah.
Were you able to run home?
My home was very far.
Very far.
I
So there was
couldn't run home.
Oh gosh.
I couldn't run home. I would run away. Let's say he comes home and he starts the fight, and that's what I used to do now. I'll check when he comes, when he parks his car, I check his face. Then I know what's going to happen. So
Jesus.
whatever that is doing, I will play, play my cards where I'm next to the door. That when I'm out, I run away. I will just go around the area at night. It's better out here.
Thank God it was those days where you can meet a man without problems. There was no,
I will sit there.
If it was now, you'd have been killed.
Sometimes I would come in the morning and I would see him run up and down, driving, looking
the guy
for
was
me. Looking for me, and I'm sitting somewhere, I'm watching at him, I'm like, I'm not coming back. We had 2 dogs. Those dogs knew that when I ran away, they would come with me. And then, there were times where I would sleep. I'm tired,
Yes,
it's time to sleep. And I went to
brain
sleep.
Is tired.
So now I knew that, okay, if this happens, I would run away, and then later on when they are asleep, I will come back and knock on the windows for my children to give me at least a blanket. But with time, he saw that my children were
doing.
He would fight with them, or now he'd make sure they don't do that to me. So I would
You must freeze to death out there.
No, he thought I would come back because I'm freezing. Maybe. So there were times where I would sleep there outside. The street kids, they wear plastics on their feet for
because I'm for
protection, for
yes.
warmth. I would do that and sleep there with the dogs.
Oh, but the dogs are there guarding you,
guarding me, and then in the morning I come. In the
and
morning
you're supposed to
be
go to
more
work.
calm. So you will be calm in the morning. You wouldn't fight me. Where do you come from?
No fighting, which way you got? Himana. He was exhausted.
You know what? Yeah, he was exhausted. All this time, I didn't know he was on drugs.
So you sleep outside and then you have to go to work.
Yeah. Yes. I have to come back. Prepare my children, prepare myself.
And when you come back, he does not care. The anger is finished.
He will be after that. He will be more calm. He will try and be okay for some time, and then it starts again. So I stopped going to my parents to report because now there were threats that he will kill them.
So that you will have no one to run to.
Well, I started now looking for help somewhere else. Like I saw that I mustn't involve them. I used to go for counseling and ask him for us to go for counseling. But back then I thought I was still hoping, as a Christian woman, I was still hoping that things will be fine. And knowing that he doesn't want us to divorce. So I thought, okay, he's trying, he will try.
Was he trying to fix anything? Was he trying to be remorseful or something?
Okay, with the experience now I know I have is that when he was high, that's when he was violent. But when
it's that's why in the morning, because he's clean.
Yeah, he'll be calm. Yes.
I read that you guys had a shop.
Yes.
You stopped working.
Yes. I stopped working and I opened a shop.
Who stopped working? Both of you?
Me.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
I opened a shop. Yeah, for a while I worked.
He supported
there.
you.
Yeah,
in
he
opening the
also
business.
wanted us to have a business because not once he was complaining about me going to work, because going to work, it means I have boyfriends at work, so it's better when
So you were so hot that you had boyfriends everywhere.
yeah, every man was my man.
Every man wanted you.
Anyone who looks at me
Wanted you.
yeah, so he was happy for us to have a shop, and then I work there at the shop.
Oh gosh. So you had a car when you had the shop?
Yes.
Mm.
I had my own car very early, hey? Very early. I think, by the third child, I had my own car.
Mm-hmm. I read that somewhere that when you had the car, there was a time when you didn't have transport. You had to use public transport to go to your shop.
Yeah. When he decides not to give me the car or for me to use the car, then I would use public transport. Even at
And
work.
then accusing you that you are late.
Yes. Coming back home, yes. I'm late. Then it's a fight.
Oh gosh.
Even from work, ne? If I knock off at 5, according to him, if he comes and fetch me, 5 o'clock I must be in the car.
But no, Pela, work stops at 5.
It was not like that to him. I would explain to him, I knock off at 5. I can't be with you
At 5.
I must knock off and go and sign out and go to my locker.
Take your belongings, man. There's no way you can knock off at 5 and be at 5 with
go
you.
and come to you. By that time, it's maybe quarter past.
Yes.
Past.
Yeah.
What are you doing? So for him,
Yeah, Jola in between.
Jola in between.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Now I'm laughing, but it was like that. I remember one day, not once, when I come to the car, I open the door, I said, I will go into the car, will be moving already.
Oh, Gosiam. One day, what do you want to pay? This guy was angry. He was not supposed to have a family. He was just supposed to live alone.
Yeah.
He was angry. I don't see any love in there, man.
I know.
He wanted to be served tea.
Yeah.
When he comes in the house.
It was a culture that when I hear the car, stopping the car, must plug the kettle. When he comes in, the tea must be ready. When he sits down, the tea must be there. If
it's not there, it's help break loose. This guy was demon. He had demons.
I agree.
But let me read here. After I served him tea, he asked why I was not done with the cooking. I explained once again about transport. But before I could finish explaining, he had thrown the cup at me with the tea inside. Yeah.
That day it was his birthday. I remember I was coming from the shop.
What a way of celebrating.
And then we are sitting around the table, we were eating, and then he starts now the talk again. Why was I late? And then he threw me with the cup. I'm sitting like you.
Against the wall.
The cup went to the wall and it came back to him and cut him.
That was good.
It was a problem again.
Of ducking. You're not supposed to duck for this cup coming to your face.
with cutting.
And God, you know, God does
Fighting.
things.
Yeah, you know those years I could see God fighting for me.
God was with you, Sissy.
In real life.
You cannot duck for a cup that is meant for your face.
And it comes
And
to
it
you
comes
and
to the
cuts
wall,
you.
it bends the wall and goes
Yeah.
back to the perpetrator to cut him.
Yes.
After
After
the
that,
stitches.
I had to take him to hospital to get the stitches done. Me.
So after that, it was your fault.
Yes, it was my fault that he was cut.
Hi guys, I don't think I would have made it when I says this was too much. This guy, but I wish he was here. Yo. And then there was an incident. I mean, women, we go to the salons, want to look good, girl. You go to the salon. He knows you had gone to fix yourself. We need to look good. Mm-hmm. And then you came back home late.
Yeah.
Because when you get to the salon, you know, we know that when you get to a salon, the people there in the salon, you won't be attended like now.
Just sit in.
You have to join the queue.
Late, of course. Yeah.
And you don't want to come late home purposely because
Purposely.
you've got a husband and children
Yes.
to take care of. And then hi guys, this man, and then while we're still talking, then he's busy. He knew that I was at the salon, so he returned on purpose so that it looked as if I was late and that I hadn't listened to him. Comes home, he wants his food and you're not there. And you are looking so beautiful. He pulls your hair and relaxed hair is so light. Off from your roots. Because the kids are watching all this.
The kids are watching.
You guys traumatized your kids, Bantu. From the roots. Oh my goodness. There was not a time where you felt like beating him up.
There was a time.
What stopped you?
What I would do if he came and he wanted to beat me, I would just defend myself. You know, like,
Yeah.
or push him, or not really
Beating
beating
him.
because I never felt like really beating him.
Sometimes hate and anger can drive you.
Can drive you.
Can
Not
drive
that-
you there. That's
not
why
that-
some women then you just pull a knife and then you
Yes.
stab him.
Not that I couldn't.
Yes.
I knew I would have done that many times because, like I say, I didn't know he was on drugs up until the year before he died. So he would come home, then there's a fight, then we are talking, and then when he sleeps, he's dead. So I would
That
have
was the
done
time you could
that-
have poured
that
a
was the
boiling
time.
pot on his head.
And the people who knew my life would give me advices. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? But my heart, I was like, I don't want to have blood in my hands. But
Yeah.
if I wanted, I would have done
You'd
it.
have done it.
I would have even put poison if I want.
Yes.
But my heart,
Tell us about your cousin Tim.
cousin.
His name was Tim. I had a cousin who passed away.
Yes.
His name was Tim.
Yes.
Steve was very close to him.
Yes.
He liked your cousin.
Yes.
You guys used to help each other picking up kids.
Yes.
Tim will pick up the kids
Yes.
and you pick them up.
Yes.
And then
I remember that particular day. The names that are on the book.
Yeah, not them, yeah.
Names, yeah.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So that day I fetched the children because Tim said he's not available.
Yes, so you please help with the kids as usual.
Without talking to him, as usual.
As usual.
So I went and I fetched the kids. And now when I fetch the kids, I fetch all of them.
As usual, yeah. With
Not
Tim's
only
kids.
mine.
Yes, with Tim kids, because he asked you.
Yes. When he came back home, he found them there. And he asked me, where's Tim? I explained. He said he has a meeting, so he's rushing, he will come back.
Yes, to fetch them from your house.
Yeah, that day.
Tim's kids were shocked. He actually traumatized even these visitors.
Yes.
I'm sure those kids, they never knew, they didn't even know that there's so much drama in that house.
But he made more drama after they left. Because now, that day, where we were living, the yard was big. So that day, he pulled my hair. My hair was full in the yard, all over the yard. And then
because of those kids?
Yeah, because of that incident.
Because of touching them?
Yes. I think my eldest daughter called my sister, and then she came, and then we had to call the police. Yeah, it was a real drama, just because of that incident. And when the police came, because he used to threaten me, he said I must tell the police to go. And
he was angry. That's who called the police?
Who called the police?
So if your daughter had said that he was going to give it to her?
Yes.
Oh gosh. And the light bulb that broke?
Yeah. The light bulb, my daughter was trying to distract him.
Oh, bad. So, baby girl had gone through a lot.
Yes.
So that he can look at the light bulb and leave you.
And leave me.
Oh gosh. Oh, kids, man.
And she was, I think that's when she really started to come out and fight and shame.
How old was she then?
I think she was about 14, 13.
Oh my goodness, my baby.
But again, all these years, she had a diary where she was
diarising all this drama.
All this and how she felt about his father. One day the father saw the diary.
Oh my goodness.
And then, there was big enmity between him and the father.
This guy could not be remorseful and tried. I mean, this is a child here who's crying out.
He was right. He was always right. So no one could tell him he's wrong. Even when we went to one time I arranged an appointment with FAMSA that they take us through counseling and help us, because I believed that he can tell them what's his problem about me.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I hear what they say, if I'm wrong or if I'm right, or how can we best live our lives and not affecting the children. So he didn't like it, and he would come back and say no one would tell him how to live his life,
how to run his
family. Even with my parents, he would tell me my parents won't tell him what to do.
With his
family was not really helping.
I'm sure now they were damaged.
Yeah, they were also
damaged. This guy was damaged, yes. So it was a whole lot of damaged people.
Yes, so, and I knew they wouldn't help. That's why I had to.
As you most of the time, yeah.
Yeah. So in church, they knew the story of my life. He was trying to behave in front of them, but also there were times when he comes and fetch me. He would do that drama when I'm late.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
When I was supposed to move I've got no idea, like something. What's happening with all these kids outside? When you had your second child, there was another woman out there who was also pregnant.
And there were other children. All in all, I think, including my children, I don't know, maybe there's more. There were 13.
Just what?
13. So I knew 2 before. It's like when I was pregnant, my firstborn, he had impregnated other 2 ladies. And I didn't know about them up until later in the marriage.
The family didn't say anything during negotiations and everything.
And they asked him in the negotiation,
Yes.
they asked, do we have other children?
The family said
No.
no.
Yes.
Whew, there were toxic people, Shams. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay, this is hectic. When you approached him, I remember one time you maybe had medical aid, you had a doctor, family doctor, where you take your children. And then your husband will bring his children
Yeah.
to the same
Yes.
GP.
My
Without
children were
even
not
telling you.
registered. For the longest time, I'm trying to push them register the children.
Yes, in the
So
medical
that-
aid.
Because I can't go to other doctors. It's only the family doctor that understands. it.
Yes, the drama,
I
the,
think
the,
he
the, the,
understood the agenda.
the dynamics.
Yes, why he's not registering. So with time, people could tell me that your husband is bringing other children here.
Oh, man, the nurses, they knew you.
Yeah, they knew me.
And then when you, did you have the guts to ask him?
Okay, because now in the marriage we were fighting for those two children that I knew. So I knew he was bringing them. I didn't really follow up. When they told me, I knew that, okay, it's those children. But, and also, I used to go to church with my children. When we are in church, he brings the children in my absence.
When you and the girls are in church, he will bring his kids to your house to feed them, to do whatever.
I don't know.
And how long were you in church for? How many hours? 5?
Yeah, we used to take long. We used to take long.
That's where you found comfort.
Yes, of course.
That's where you were at peace.
Yes.
That's where you were able to smile in the house of the Lord with your fellow Christians.
Yes.
Because I don't blame you to be there. I mean, that was a place of refuge.
Yes. Yes.
He'll bring his children in your house. And then when you come back, you can see that as a woman, we know these things, eh? We're able to see them.
Yes, I mean,
We
your
were
house.
able to see.
You know your house.
I can live,
You
yeah.
know how you
You know
left your
everything.
house.
Yes.
You know, and I used to cook so that there is food for him.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he'll bring the kids to eat the food
Yes.
and not leave
And
anything for you.
I wouldn't mind, but to
That's
know
nothing.
that he was hiding.
That was painful.
And why he was hiding, it's because in the first few years when this thing of him having kids came up, I asked him, are they your kids? Because I wanted the truth.
Yes.
And then if I know it's his kids, then we must have a way
We
of...
must have an arrangement here.
an
These are your
arrangement
kids.
how, Yes,
Mm. They
he
belong
can
here.
support his children.
Mm.
So, for a long time, he was...
Hiding them.
Yes.
It's because of the way he was treating you, that's why.
Yes.
So he was not too sure how you're going to address the kids.
Yes. And up until one day, there was police coming in the house, and one lady applied for maintenance. So
Yeah.
then the topic started to be serious now. How can a lady send police if it's not your child?
Exactly.
Because it's your
Yeah.
child.
Yes.
You must just say yes. It's
That's
your
all.
child. I wanted that. Yes, it's
He
your
couldn't
child.
give you that.
No, he never.
Yo, Malind, this is part 1. I
Yeah.
can see we have to carry on here next
Mm.
week. We need to know how this woman managed to rise. Yeah, this is I don't know, it's a tornado. They call it Katrina. This woman was going through Katrina. This is Pan Africa Connect Radio. Guys, you need to tune in. We are coming back with Lindiwe for part 2.
Yeah.
This woman this is what I call Mbobodo. Guys, she's so pretty. She's gone through the worst storms. She managed to rise. She managed to patch herself up because she was so abused. She was so beaten up. Yes, sis. Remember, we are on YouTube. We'll be getting in there. You can still carry on and listening us to YouTube. For now, let's say you must have a fantastic week, and we shall be back. We shall be back. Thanks for tuning in. We are going to carry on with Malindi.